Hello, everyone.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to Jean's lesson. We got a great one today. It is now chapter 4 that we're moving on to, and lesson 4. And the first point is practice blessings, those things, people, events that you have hung around your neck like a millstone. By hating, resisting, and focusing on them, those things you don't like, bless them.
Absolutely.
If you curse them, you will hang them around your neck like a millstone.
Yep.
Bless them, and they will go away. There is a great book by Pierre Pravant,
Proud of fun. Yeah.
Pravant, The Gentle Art of Blessing. A great read.
Great read. Very great read. So I learned the best lesson of my life when I was in standard eight. Okay, so I had a nun. I didn't like her. She didn't like me. We fought like cat and dog. She was a South African nun, and we just didn't get on. I was a teenager, I guess.
Yeah.
So I went home on my bicycle, said to my granny, I hate Sister Teresa. And my granny said, don't you ever hate. I said, no, Granny, I do. She said, no, if you hate, you're going to tie her around your neck like a millstone. You need to
Mm.
bless her. I said, bless her. Are you mad? I'm never blessing her. She's too horrible for me to bless. She said, no, you have to bless her. Anyway, I didn't listen to Granny and I continued my cursing and moaning and groaning about poor Sister T there. And what happened was, of the August of that year, the convent I was at decided that there were not enough nuns, so they were going to close down. And I don't know where my folks got money from because we didn't have money, but my three brothers were working, so I have no idea if they contributed towards it. But everybody said, no, I must go to boarding school. So I found myself on Germiston Station one night,
Oh,
hop past 10, said goodbye to my mother, my father, my granny, my three dogs, two cats. I remember how many cats there were. My whole childhood gone, hop past 10 at night on the train off to boarding school.
wow.
I arrived at Dundee, Natal, at hop past 4 in the morning.
Gee whiz.
And guess who met me on the station, on the platform?
Sister Teresa.
Nope.
No,
She said, hello, you must be Jean Mitton. I'm Mother M.
Mother M.
And I am Sister T's identical twin sister.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm going to teach you for standard 9 and 10.
Oh, wow.
And they were mirror twins. The one had a mole ear, other one had a mole ear.
So you thought you were escaping her in
I
Joburg,
tied
and
her around my neck for 2 further years.
she
Okay.
showed up in Durban, different person, same body.
Same body. And I couldn't tell my granny. I couldn't
Yes,
tell my
yes,
granny
yes,
because she would have just laughed and laughed about that. So let
yes,
me tell you, I very quickly learned how to bless people. When I don't like somebody, I bless them. I don't curse them. And especially that one over there, because if I curse him, I guarantee you I'm going to find him or her in another body, as you say, but the same
yeah,
person.
same
Okay,
person.
these two are the same body, different people.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't run away from these people
No.
that you tie around your neck.
And that book, The Gentle Art of Blessing, is by a Catholic priest. And
Okay.
he says he walks around the town and he blesses this hospital, he blesses everybody in it, he blesses this jail, he blesses everybody. Wherever he goes, he blesses. And I promise you, if you just start trying it, you'll be surprised what happens. It really, really, really does work. Bless
Yes.
those you don't like. The good book
So,
says, bless those that curse you, love those that hate you.
mhm. But
So,
so difficult to do authentically. I could go around saying, "Oh, bless you, bless
yeah,
you,
but that's
bless you."
from your head.
Yes,
And
but
yeah, lives what? Itty bitty shitty committee.
yes,
That tells you crap. Okay,
uh,
yeah, lives the voice that you hear.
yes.
And when you do it with that voice, there's no effort.
Exactly, yes. And
No
it
effort.
becomes you need to get into the routine of doing it
Yes.
for it to become natural and easy.
Yes. And
Initially, it's
so
quite difficult.
so how do you do that? So here comes my mom says, oh, here comes that fat one with the funny dress. Hello, my dear, you look lovely. Okay. So when you start saying that, you say, no, stop that. I'm going to really say hello to this person. Hello, how are you? And really mean it from your heart. And the next person that
Mm.
comes along that's fat in a funny dress, you won't have, there'll be no effort to be
Yes, yes,
nice.
yes, yes.
You have to practice doing that. And you have to become conscious enough to do it when it's happening.
Mm.
So
Bless them.
bless them. When I start suffering in any form in the emotional, I realize, listen, I'm listening to this and not to this.
Yeah.
And honestly, from 6 years, it now takes 6 minutes maybe at the maximum. And I realize, no, this has got nothing to do with the person that's in front of me. It's to do with me. So I can stop it.
And when it comes to the situations, those events where you think it's the world against you, everything's not working in your favor, How do you bless those?
It's not true because it's not true. Everything happens. Look, I'm a firm believer everything happens for a reason, and it's our perception of what happens to us.
Yes.
Okay. So all I've got to do is shift my perception. If I say, oh, listen, this is really terrible, just stop, breathe, go to the toilet, write in the mirror, this too shall pass, do something. And it will pass. And you will realize that in retrospect, when you look back on all our life's problems, somewhere along the line, they've helped us. They've been lessons that we needed to learn somehow. I'm not so sure we came here to learn these lessons, but they are there.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think we came here just to love.
We did, but remember, then we got trapped here and we got all these beliefs and
Yeah.
that we're trying to uncover
All the
and to
man-made
let
stuff.
go of so that we can get back to the place
Yeah.
of who we are, what we're about, our awakened conscious state.
And that's why I say I don't go to church anymore because of doctrine.
Mm.
Doctrines are man-made by each church. And who says the guy's right that made them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. However, for those that do go to church,
Yeah.
there is still a love, there's still community,
Yes,
there's still
absolutely.
some form of bonding.
But doctrines can damage even the people in the church.
Yeah.
So you have to actually be able to question them and see if they gel for you.
Yes.
They don't gel for everybody. They do gel for some people, and it's good.
As long as you don't question them, you're fine and welcome. But the minute you start questioning, that's when the problem starts. Eh? So we'll just bless them.
Did I tell you about the Catholic priest?
Which one?
One down at Clarence.
No.
So we go down to Clarence to have a friend of ours who had two babies over 40, and she was going to have them christened by, I don't know if you know, Father Claret, but he's a famous artist.
Okay.
And he ran the Catholic, whatever it was, in Clarence. But he was old and had it. So they sent a young German priest out to be with him. Anyway, the kids' babies were christened, and that night we took them out for supper. And I ended up sitting next to the young guy.
Yeah.
So we were speaking, and he gave me a verse in the Old Testament somewhere referring to reincarnation. I can't remember where it was now. And I turned to him and I said, listen, why don't you tell your parishioners this? He said, you want us to have no congregants. So who knows? I don't know. I don't know who tells the truth in church. I don't know.
Yes. Well, yeah, there's actually many examples in the Bible where reincarnation is mentioned.
But
Didn't Jesus say he's Elijah who has come again?
Yeah. Something like that,
Yeah,
yes.
something like that,
Yes.
where that is.
Yes.
Yes,
that was referenced.
We forgot to take that out the book.
Yeah, we're all quite mad, I'm afraid. Really.
Yes, but ultimately, wherever you find yourself, if it is in a church, in nature, with friends, the direction is always to make sure that you're awakened, moving into a place of consciousness, connection with the universe, love, God.
And I guess if you're unhappy, then you need to question. If you're not unhappy, go with the flow, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But if you're not questioning because you think you shouldn't, I really do believe we need to question. And we might never find the answers. I don't know.
Yes, we must question everything, even wake up, grow up, stop it.
Yes, exactly.
Everything must be questioned. Yes. And you must come to the realization and understanding for yourself, or else it's not.
No, it's got to be for
real,
yourself.
Authentic.
Absolutely, it's got to be for yourself.
And then you can go then afterwards saying, no,
but
this is absolute.
I can tell you, if you wake up, grow and stop it, you'll be surprised what happens. Okay. Try it. It works. So the blessing.
Yes. How do we go around blessing? Do we just carry some holy water and sprinkle it on everybody? What do we do?
The guy in the book says you go down the road and there's a hospital. You bless all the nurses. You bless the doctors. You bless the patients. You bless the mortuary people that are fetching bodies. You bless them. You go past the school. You bless the teachers. You bless the gardeners. You just bless. Please bless these people. Thank you. By blessing them, I bless myself.
Yes. And you live in that perpetual state of gratitude. Yes. Of what is around you.
And nobody has to be the same as me. They don't have to be. I don't have to judge them. I'm just here to love them. And loving them is by being kind and blessing them.
Yeah.
And hoping their day gets better.
And we're not supposed to be like everyone. That's exactly it. We must all be.
Even though we are everyone. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because every individual makes up one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you got the whole picture of the puzzle, but if you have two identical pieces of the puzzle, you're going to
trouble.
have one
Well,
piece
that's true.
extra.
That's true.
So that
I
doesn't
love
work.
that. Yes,
So
that's
you've
true.
got to have every single piece of that puzzle needs to be completely
Yes.
different in
Yep.
shape, color, whatever
Yep.
it is. It has to be
Yep.
completely different. So that makes up the full
So
picture.
if you look at all the good books, I mean, somewhere they tell you, bless those that curse you, love those that hate you, be good to those that are horrible to you. And that's true because the people that are doing that expect you to be horrible back to them. They expect
Yes,
you. So when you surprise them and you be nice to them, they suddenly change. And they
it's
do.
it's a revelation. It takes
Yeah.
them, it throws them
It
right
throws them
off guard,
completely.
and then
Yes.
suddenly they have to shift their whole reaction to
When
you,
you change, they change.
and
Not they
then it
change.
is better.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe we were not meant to be living in this world of war. I don't believe it for a minute.
No,
But it starts with each one of us.
moving around, blessing everybody.
Yeah, try it this week, okay?
Go for it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you,
Thanks for
guys.
watching. Thanks, Jean.
Cheers.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks.